So it's a wrong idea completely. Yeah. All right, let me come to an idea that has been seconded here, and it's perhaps taking its own course. I know the submission of public views have taken place. They're supposed to retreat right now. I'm talking about the bipartisan talks. From where you sit as the Azimio leader with your team on the ground, led by Kalonzo Musyoka and Jeremiah Kioni on the other side, and of course Kimani Ichung'wah, are you confident that this process finally would yield something that is lasting, that would give us a lasting solution as Kenyans, because of what happens every election cycle? Because even this process was born out of some issues that were unresolved and still remain outstanding.
Yeah, from where I sit, so I think that these talks have the potential of coming up with fundamental solutions to the problems. But it depends on environment and the attitude taken by both sides. From our side, we said we will give them the benefit of doubt,
okay,
and give them the full support that deserves to succeed. That's why we called for cessation of demonstrations, so that a conducive environment could be created for these talks to take place. That's the main reason why I have remained silent over the period, lest I be misconstrued to appear to be undermining these talks. Secondly, it's good that they widened the scope and allowed for presentation of views by a wide range of Kenyans. And I know that the Kenyans who have appeared before this team have spoken and presented memoranda and petitions which contain substantive materials that, if properly analyzed and discussed, a solution could emerge. I myself would suggest that we don't become restrictive as to the scope of what this team can do. And my advice would be that they don't just confine themselves to the issues that we identified initially, the first 5, but address the issues which have emerged in the course of those presentations. Okay? Because, you know, we have postponed the issue of reviewing our constitution. You know, we passed this constitution in 2010. Now it's 13 years. Most countries usually do it after 5 years.
They look at it.
They look at it. You remember the U.S. Constitution was amended within the first year, and even the French. But see, I think 10 years is enough when you're wearing a shoe to know where the shoe is pinching.
Yeah.
As we were going, as we were negotiating, I remember, I'm the one who actually initiated the constitutional review process by moving a motion in Parliament in 1999 to set up a parliamentary select committee on the constitutional review. And when it was passed, I became the chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on the Constitution. And we started by receiving views from people from the country. And we were meeting at the county hall, which eventually became too small. That's how we moved to Bomas of Kenya. And that, out of it, we set up the first Constitutional Review Commission. We are the ones who appointed Professor Yashpal Gai. We looked for him. I went to London to the Commonwealth and requested for an expert to chair it, because we wanted somebody who was not resident in Kenya. And the Commonwealth Secretariat told me that actually the best expert we have is a Kenyan, Professor Yashpal Gai, who at that time was in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And when I got him, and he agreed to come to chair, I talked to Moi agreed. And so I appointed Yashpal Gai as the chair. And we interviewed and appointed 15 members. Then the other team, which had bolted and went to Fungamano, came to Guy negotiated with them, and we agreed that they join, and they brought 12 members, so it became 27 members. That is how the constitution review process started.
Okay.
And he got views, and Bomas 1 was done. There was a stalemate over issues of devolution and then issues of executive. And that's why we ended up with oranges and bananas. And after that, the referendum fiasco, and we went to the elections divided, 2007. You know the outcome. After that, the Kriegler, and Waki, we ended up the 2010 constitution.
Yeah.
Which was a compromise. Like the structure of devolution we have today was basically a compromise.
Okay.
You remember the regional bombers, we had 14 regions as the devolved units. This one which we are having was imposed as a compromise. I don't think it is a perfect one. But I think we need them bigger. If we had gone for colonial districts
as counties,
as counties,
yeah,
it would be more because they are too small. And somebody talking about